ladies and gentlemen. It gives me, extremely great pleasure to be here. Although we are kind of the inventors of this ranking, this innovation ranking, I really want to stress that a ranking in itself is not really worth much, right? It needs people and countries in particular to bring this sort of ranking alive. And I think this is exactly what happened over the course of yesterday and today, and I'm very happy about this. It's very rare for me to go to a closed-door meeting such as yesterday, where there's 3 secretaries, including the Department of Agriculture, which usually is not really seen, in classic arrangements as an innovation ministry, join forces with 2 other ministries to actually analyze the Global Innovation Index on top, in presence of the ambassador of Geneva. I think this bodes extremely well for how the Philippines will use the GI results. The second reason I'm particularly happy is that the Philippines is not just some random country in my list of 193 countries that I have to deal with on a daily basis. As you will see later in my presentation, the world is really in need of more nations joining the small club, the elite club of innovation powerhouses, right? Innovation expenditures around the world are still concentrated in a very minor number of countries, and this really needs to change, both from perspectives of economic growth, global economic growth, but also when you think about keywords such as inclusiveness and social innovation and other more tangible development aspects. And as you've heard before from Secretary de la Peña and Ambassador Garcia, the Philippines is about to join the fray of innovation nations, and I'm quite confident that if we sustain this effort today, that it actually will. Now, please, this meeting is not an end game in itself, and the ranking that we had in July is also just a minor, stop on the way. Many countries